Hey guys, this is TJ, and welcome to the bashlamp channel. Today we are going to crack the Hack Park Windows machine, which we will be brute force the admin panel using Hydra tool, and we will use some public exploits to gain the initial access. And then at the end, we will be doing the Windows privilege escalation part. So, I have already deployed the machine, let's do the port scanning part. While looking at the scanned results, look like there is a web server running on port 80. Other than that, I believe this is an ASP.NET application, because you can see the page extension here. So, keep that in mind as well. First, let's go to the web page and dig around for some clue. So, when I opened the website, I got prompted by this friendly clown. The first challenge is, we need to find the name of this clown. I guess, most of you recognized him, isn't it? Yes, he is Pennywise from the movie IT. But let's assume that you're the hacker who doesn't watch any Hollywood movies. So, we are going to use a technique called reverse image searching. So, first download the image using wget. For the reverse search, Google didn't provide any good output, but the TinEye site did. So you can go to this site and upload the image. Then you will find the results. The next task is brute forcing with Hydra. Here, they gave a little bit of introduction about Hydra tool, like what is Hydra and how we can use it. If you go here, and you will find the login page. This is the page that we want to brute force. To see the request, I can use the burp suite. See, we captured the request now. As you can see, this form is submitting the post request. So, now we know the request type and the URL for the login form. So, we can get started brute forcing an account. We can use Hydra like this. First, -L as admin. If you have any user wordless file, you can use the -L. After that, -P will be our password dictionary file. Here I am using rock your wordlist. Then, we need to give the web server IP and the request type. In our case, it is a post request. Then, we will give the URL. After that, just go to the burp suite, then copy and paste the request. And, we need to set the parameters like this. Then only, Hydra will identify the brute forcing parameters. In the end, we need to give the error message. So, now all set, just enter and wait for at least 30 to 40 minutes. Because it will take time. Now that we have the credentials, let's log in into the system. So, we are in. Now, click the About page, and we can find the CMS name and the version. With this information, we can search for the public exploits for the particular version. Now, we found the exploit for this version. First, let's answer the question. After that, let's copy the raw version and save it into the file. But the file should be in the ASCX extension. Then, we need to give our L host, which is our local VPN, IP address, and the port number. And now, save it and exit. Then, we need to find a way to upload the exploit. Just click the created post, and there we can find the file icon, which we can upload the files. So, click that, and upload our exploit. So, now we uploaded our exploit file, successfully. At the same time, I have already started my netcat listener as well. To get the reverse shell, we need to trigger our exploit. So from the exploit, we can find the triggering URL. So, copy that, and browse the theme with our targeted IP. Basically, I forgot to tell you that this is a path traversal vulnerability. So, if we look at our listener, we got our reverse shell back. By running my command, we see that the server is running as is @pull/blog. So, let's answer the question now. Now, it is the time for the privilege escalation. Tryhackme suggests us to use Metasploit framework, since our netcat listener is kind of not stable. But, you can avoid this if you want. So, first we will create Windows reverse shell executable with MSF Venom, like this. Then, to transfer this into our target machine, we can use the Python server. To download the file, we can use PowerShell invoke web request command inside the temp directory. As you can see, we successfully downloaded our shell. Now, we can use MSF console to get the reverse shell using multi-handler and the Metasploit payload. By typing the show options command, you can view the options, then set the options and run. In the target machine, now run our exploit like this. Now we got the Metasploit session. By typing the sysinfo command, we can get the OS information. So, we found the answer to the next question. Now, we need to analyze our target machine. For that, I am going to use the WinPs executable. So, I can copy that into my Kali working directory. We can transfer it through the Python server, but since we are using the Metasploit session, I can simply use the upload command. You can see, we successfully uploaded our executable file. Now type shell command to access the command line terminal. After that, run WinPs executable. Now, we got the results. While analyzing the results, that Windows system scheduler running abnormally, and also indicating it is vulnerable to DLL hijacking. Also, while enumerate the currently running process, I have found a service name called message.exe, and it keeps running and stopping repeatedly. If we can replace message.exe with our reverse shell script, we can get a shell with higher privileges. Since it is running as a system, and also it is located inside the Windows system scheduler directory, which is vulnerable to DLL hijacking. And now, let's move our exploit to the system scheduler location, like this. In that location, we can find that message executable. What we can do is, let's rename our shell.exe to message.exe. Now, we have successfully hijacked the original executable file. So, let's background this session by typing Ctrl+Y. And then type run command in the MSF console. And wait for 30 seconds. Whenever the system scheduler process getting restart, our modified executable will get called, and then we will get the reverse shell. And you can see, now we are the administrator. So let's grab the flags and answer to those questions.